course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain. Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do. What the heck is that? Get on in here, Pete. We got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
The asteroid has been named Átila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Átila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
5, 4, ignition, 2, 1.
The shuttle is up and away. This is not a mission the shuttle was designed for, but as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job, won't it?
Commander Lowe.
Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Átila to bits. If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be brilliant, I just have to be careful. The other 2 crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly one chance, and we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
Low here. Come on out, kids. The water's fine.
Robbins here, going independent.
Welcome to the wonderful world of space. Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent.
Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
Miles, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Yeah, Boston. I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is clear. Proceed. Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Load a landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Blow out.
It's where explosive alpha should be placed.
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion. Nice and smooth now. Shuttle, this is low. We're placing the explosive in quadrant 2.
Acknowledged.
Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Lowe.
Excellent work, Brink. Ken, the charge is set.
Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed. Ken, I'm jamming the shovel in under the boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up. Does that sound workable?
Well, I'm a little short on data about the tensile strength of shovel handles in 0G under maximum thrust conditions. In other words, who knows? Might work.
Boss, be careful. If the handle breaks, maximum down thrust will smash you right into Attila. You know the saying, whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone.
Thanks for the encouragement, Ken. Brink, if this actually works, the boulder's going to come flying straight at you. Better fly clear.
Thanks for the warning.
Looks like it worked.
Now, aren't you glad I made sure the tool chest had a shovel in it? My rule is, if you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars. If you can pick her up.
Careful, Ken. You don't want to find yourself getting quoted as a sexist pig in Maggie's article.
I'm not here to spy on you.
Lighten up, Robbins. They're just teasing you. If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open frequency. Shuttle, this is low. Now placing the explosive on the face of the asteroid in quadrant 3.
Acknowledged.
I need another hand here, Brink.
Of course, Commander.
This asteroid has a pair of landing lights now, kids. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Who writes your material, Commander?
I get it all out of the newspapers, Robbins. Let's head back to the shuttle and watch Átila do the old fire dance. Load aboard and do you copy?
Like carbon paper, boss.
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Looks good, boss. Come on back inside for the fireworks.
Confirm everybody inside.
All in, Cora.
All clear payload.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
explosives armed? Houston gives us the go-ahead. Say when, boss.
Do it. Now let's see, is it the big green triangle or the little red circle?
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here we go. We have detonation, alpha and beta.
What are the instruments showing?
Nothing big coming our way.
What's the pig telling us, Cora?
Attila's still in one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing. We're stable again. Radioactivity in Quadrant 1 is well within the safe range.
What does Houston say, Ken?
Everything's go for a surface walk at your option.
Then let's go, landing team. Let's see what Attila looks like after plastic surgery. Be careful, kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making speeches, Robbins. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now. You agree, Robbins?
I'm game for it.
I've called the pig. We'll send it on ahead to light the way.
Remember, any rock may be loose and any wall may collapse at any time.
Please be careful, everyone. Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light. You see anything unusual, Brink?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion?
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel... Old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural. There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's your decision, Commander.
Look at this, Brink. This can't be natural.
Definitely not. A metal plate. Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Átila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager?
If it's a message, I don't understand it.
Whatever it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock. And now that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I want to hear from both of you right now is, I understand, Commander Lowe.
I understand and agree, Commander Lowe. There is nothing to be gained from a premature announcement.
Robbins.
I understand, Commander Lowe.
Ken, Lowe here.
I read you, boss.
Tell Houston that I said Attila's a real Hun.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Just tell them, Gordon. You'll receive new communication protocols immediately afterward.
Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just thank Cora. You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Houston says the message is received and they're transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, Ken. Low out. I'm giving this baby a little push.
If that doesn't work, Commander, give it a big push.
The plate just dropped down, inside something.
The plate is gone?
It's another metal plate.
I wish there were some sort of inscription.
I'm going to push another one.
I wish we could be sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
It seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
I can't use these two things together.
Here's number 3.
It disappeared too.
We're 3 for 3 here, folks.
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle, but never in a big rock.
Here's the last one.
Well, we've done it. Whatever it is we did.
Well, here goes nothing.
We're with you, Commander. So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Load a shuttle. Static. Must be all this rock.
We're cut off. Should we go back outside and call them?
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
What's happening?
Unmoving! like someone turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
That's because we've got gravity. Planet-type gravity. We're not inside the asteroid anymore. And the pressure is equalized. There's an atmosphere.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically. Here we are. Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in LA. Of course, there's always the danger of airborne infectious agents.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
The oxygen in our suits won't last long anyway. I say we take them off and save the remaining oxygen for the return trip.
If there is a return trip.
The air tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Átila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof. There is alien life.
Load a cockpit, over. Load a payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range. Way out of range.
I don't see any aliens coming to greet us.
For all we know, it might have been 1,000,000 years since these people sent out Átila, and they long since died out.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Well, we might as well look around and learn what we can about this place. We might be here a while.
Where are you going, Lo?
I was gonna check for water. Or some way out of here.
I think we should remain together.
Fine. Follow me.
This is no longer a space expedition, Lo. This is an archaeological dig. Therefore, I am the obvious leader.
Fine. Whenever we need to dig something up, you can use the shovel. In the meantime, our first business is to survive. Our second task is to get home. We need to work together, and I'm still the commander of this mission.
You don't know any more about surviving on an alien world than I do.
Boston is right, Ludger. He's the one with experience in survival, and we need someone in command. This is no time for a foolish power struggle.
All right, I agree. For now.
Not just plants, but creatures too. I'm not an archaeologist, but these look like bones to me.
But they are not lying where the animal died. They were placed here. Markers.
A grave?
Best guess.
And now a home for those rat-like things. It looks like something is buried here.
What? Are you just going to dig right in? With a shovel? You will destroy the site.
I'm not doing archaeology right now, Brink. I'm looking for something to help get us home.
Your name will live forever. As the bone-headed space hero who destroyed precious data at the first alien archaeological site.
That's better than having my name live forever. As a commander of an expedition that disappeared and was never heard from again. Now get out of the way if you aren't gonna help, Brink. This might take a while.
What a fine accomplishment, Commander. Now we have a pile of meaningless dirt and bones.
Maybe not. You never know when an alien bone will prove useful.
Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth. What do you think? Was this the skull of a sentient being? Or a pet? Or a beast of burden?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's dead.
It's a strange-shaped jawbone. The teeth still look strong. This is light, but it feels as strong as steel.
Fantastic! Look!
More proof of alien life.
Do you think there's anyone or anything alive?
It seems someone had to have been here.
Let's hope they're peaceful. Or gone. This alien technology is hopelessly ruined. Can you tell anything about what these people look like from the interior of their ship?
All this rust. Corrosion. Perhaps animals have moved things around. Hard to know what we're looking at. Let me look. Try not to disturb anything.
Well, I don't see any treasure, but there is something in here. When we get back, the engineers are gonna have a field day trying to figure out how this worked. We might need this wire later. I'm gonna see if I can pull it down.
First, shouldn't you turn the power off of the breaker box?
What?
That was a joke, Lo.
Oh, yeah. Ha. Stand back in case something comes down on our heads.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Changing shapes, mathematical progressions of ever more complex polyhedrons.
Next time I suggest pulling a wire.
No, I'm glad you did. What could that have been?
Not a random electrical discharge.
Maybe it's a kind of computer display. Maybe to the aliens who piloted this ship it conveyed some meaningful information. But to me, it means absolutely nothing. It still might be useful. Did any of you see? Was this here before that thing appeared?
Of course it was. Do you think an electrical field can carry a solid object?
It's indicating to the left of me. It's indicating to the left of me. It's indicating approximately that direction.
Do you think we could climb this slope?
No use. It doesn't go up all the way to the top.
The engravings on this wall, are they writing or decoration?
You're asking us? It seems to be pointing at this mound. With that device pointing at this mound, I suspect there might be something buried here.
How scientific of you, Commander. Another random hole bulldozed by our fearless leader.
Maybe not. I thought I saw something shining. An artifact.
It looks like a bracelet.
I think we can safely say this is not a natural weather phenomenon.
How about a mirage? Anyone voting for it being a mirage?
It knew we were here. It was trying to tell us something. Or show us something.
Don't be too quick to anthropomorphize.
How do we know what life looks like here?
It might be alive. Or it might be some kind of automatic guidance system. We triggered it in that ruined ship and now it's leading us.
You mean this is the last gasp of a holographic tour guide?
Or the Port Authority. Maybe it's telling us we're under arrest. Come quietly or self-aiming lasers will toast us to cinders in 15 seconds.
Stop it. Maybe you can think that's funny, but the last thing I need is some mischievous boy trying to give me the creeps.
If I wanted to give you the creeps, I'd tell you that it was the ghost of a long-dead alien.
How do you know it isn't a ghost?
What? You think this is where aliens end up when they die? If it is, then this place better be hell, because it sure isn't my idea of heaven.
Now you're starting to give me the creeps. I'm gonna see if I can enlarge the hole. Maybe there's something under here.
Yeah, maybe something lives down in that hole.
The utterances of experts.
The ground is soft here. Loose. I think this used to be an opening, and over the years, wind has filled it up with sand and dirt.
Here, let me see. Yes, that's right. You're probably right.
That means the ground is treacherous. It could be hollow under there.
Commander, I think it's time for an archaeologist to do the digging. I'm used to dealing with drifted soil.
The shovel is yours, Brink. Just be careful. The ground's pretty unstable. My feet kept sinking.
My whole training is to be careful. Not to charge in with guns blazing. Finally, a good use for my extensive training.
No! It's completely...
I can't...
No!
Brink! I couldn't get to him in time. I couldn't.
It happened too fast. Can we get down there? How long a drop is it?
Looks like the rubble has formed a ramp. Follow me. Here he is. He's not moving.
Brink! Boston. He's dead.
I should have been the one digging.
Then you'd be the dead one.
It was my responsibility to.
Brink and I are not children or trained monkeys. We're responsible adults. It could have been any of us, and there's not a thing you could have done to prevent it.
But to lose Brink, and we've only been up here.
Look, you can't keep me safe, and I can't keep you safe. So there's no particular reason for us to stay together. Our odds of getting back to Earth are better if we work separately on figuring this place out.
I don't like the idea of splitting up.
Why? Because we're safer together? Ask Brink about that.
Because maybe I won't know what I'm seeing without you to help me understand it.
If you find something interesting, the communicators still work. Till then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
Maggie, it's against every rule of military action for an officer to be separated from his command.
Boston, this isn't a military action. And you don't have a command. There's just you and me, and we both know exactly the same amount about this situation, which is to say, nada, nothing, zip. If we suddenly find ourselves facing an army, then you're in command again. Until then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
Nobody likes you when you smart off like that.
Yeah, all my psychological tests as a kid said that I didn't work well with others.
So this is what failure feels like. Looks like one of the control plates we found on Átila. Another one of these engraved sticks. What are they? Wands? Batons? Bludgeons? Maybe some kind of handheld computer game. With my luck, it's a hand grenade. It's hot here, and it's glowing down there. 10 to 1, it's the power source for this place. All I need to do now is to find the light switch, or the plug, or the fuse box, or whatever makes this thing work. An instruction manual might help. Maybe a map, and I could use a sandwich. And a hot jukebox and a cold beer. Or just a starship headed for home. Get a grip, Boston. hope this was a good idea. So what is through this door? A death trap? A mad scientist with a pretty girl and a talking robot? An alien cafeteria? Why am I just standing here? After all, as Brink found out, the worst thing that can happen is you can take one wrong step and you're dead. So much for the cafeteria idea.
Boston, are you there?
They use geometric shapes as a kind of combination for the locks.
Boston, you won't believe where I am. I'm in a place filled with alien technology, the most fantastic things I've ever seen. And the machines are working.
What are they doing?
I don't know yet. I mean, they're really alien. Like nothing I've seen before.
Don't go too fast, Maggie.
I'll be careful, Boston. But it's not like we have time to use correct scientific procedures to test these things.
Where are you? How can I get to you?
I wish I knew. It's a sure thing you can't get here the way I did. I slid through a low tunnel in the rock, and then it kind of got filled with debris when the roof collapsed.
You could have been killed.
Gee, I guess this isn't safe. But if we'd been together, whoever went through the crack second would definitely have been killed. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about coming to save me. I handled it just fine.
Yeah, I guess you did.
We're both doing okay, Boston. We'll find a way to connect up with each other when it matters.
Maggie, good work.
Thanks, Boston.
Now I know what my pet hamster felt like. I need some help to pry this door open. Plenty of water here. If it's drinkable, then we won't die right away. We'll have plenty of time to starve to death. Another ghost. The last one pointed the way down into the Nexus. Of course, that's how Brink died.
bunch of displays set into the walls. Inscriptions here and there. I'd say it looks like some kind of museum. Strange glowing crystals. Symbols written on a plate. Looks like an alphabet. Could this be some sort of burial chamber? Another one of these engravings on a stick. That canister sure packs a punch. You could be irritating sometimes, but you sure didn't deserve to die. Who knows if this will even work? Even if these really are the same crystals I saw resurrecting an alien in that museum display, they weren't designed for humans, but it's worth a shot. Brink, are you okay?
I feel fine. What happened? I remember digging, and the ground gave way under me.
Brink, you've been dead for several hours.
You Americans, always exaggerating.
I assure you, Brink, no pulse, no breath. Dead. But I found a couple of life crystals in a museum, and from a display there, I got an idea of how to use them.
Where's the crystal? I have to see it.
I wasn't sure it would work on a human being.
Our cellular structures must be very similar. Boston, it didn't just bring me to life. It brought me to life. I feel more powerful, more energetic, more alive than I've ever felt before.
Maggie, do you read me?
Yes, I do. I hope this is important.
I think so. Brink isn't dead anymore, Maggie.
You have a very sick sense of humor. Goodbye.
No, wait, I'm serious.
Deadly serious.
Brink! I can't believe it.
It was a crystal I found in the museum. The display there showed it bringing someone back to life. So I tried it.
A crystal that heals the dead. If we ever get back home, this will change the world. It'll change everything.
It's not just being alive again, Maggie. I feel perfect. I feel like I never knew what good health was until today.
Now it's all the more important we find a way home.
It's always kind of important to me.
Keep exploring, Boston. I'll get back to work on the language.
You got it, Maggie. Uh-oh. The other trams came as soon as I called them. Maybe there are some controls somewhere. Brink, would you give me a hand with this?
Sure.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. That was the longest visit from a ghost yet.
The whole display centered on this basin. It's full of crystals. Are these the life crystals? Like the one you used to bring me back to life?
They look like it.
Then it couldn't be more clear. These life crystals are the reason they brought us to this world. They have found the secret of life, and they want to share.
Weren't you watching, Brink? I don't care what language you speak, that ghost shaped itself like a skull. It was warning us. These crystals are dangerous.
It was the symbol of death, Lo. These crystals are the antidote for death. That's what it meant.
What if there are side effects? Did you think of that?
The side effect is that I feel better than I ever felt before. If you had used a life crystal on yourself, your mind would also be as clear as mine, and you'd see that there is nothing more important than getting these crystals and using them.
Brink, I think you're wrong. I think we need to be careful.
These aliens are kind and good, Commander. They have given us a gift.
Yeah? Well, if this is all so perfect, where are these aliens?
Maybe they've moved on to a higher plane of existence.
Or maybe they're all dead.
See how badly your brain is working. How could they be dead? They invented these life crystals. Commander, I feel sorry for you. Still tied down by an ordinary mind and ordinary fears. But I feel too good to want to argue with you. Believe what you want. I'm taking as many of these crystals as I can carry.
Well, I'm gonna take some for study back on Earth. I'm just not gonna use them.
But you will, Commander.
Maybe I should take one more life crystal.